Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, they practically own the weight loss market, and a pharma giant wants to join this lucrative club. I'm talking about Pfizer. It has been developing a weight loss drug of its own. Not an injection, but a weight loss pill. But now that plan has been scrapped. Pfizer has dumped its potential pill because during a clinical trial, a patient had liver injury. Now, this is certainly a setback for the company, but it also raises questions for others. How safe are weight loss drugs and how much do we really know about them? Here's a report.
Celebrities are slimming down. Tabloids are wondering which drug they're taking. And Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro and Zepbound are quickly becoming household names. Weight loss drugs are a lucrative market, expected to reach about $150 billion in a few years. And these drugs hold a lot of promise, especially as by 2035, more than half the global population is expected to be overweight or obese. But there's a major problem that patients face. Leading brands like Wegovy and Zepbound are injectable. There are a lot of patients who can't inject themselves daily. So drug makers have been working on the next best thing, a pill that's easy to take. One of the companies developing it is the pharma giant Pfizer, or should we say was. Pfizer had been experimenting with its weight loss pill danuglipron. This pill was being developed to be taken once daily. Researchers were trying to find out the best dose for patients. They were about to venture into late-stage testing, which is generally the last and most expensive phase of testing before a company submits its proposal to regulators for approval. But that's when one patient fell ill. A participant in one of the clinical trials experienced possible drug-induced liver injury, and it ended once the person stopped taking the treatment. This was a clear sign that something was very wrong with the drug. And after this finding, Pfizer has ended the development of its potential pill to treat obesity and says that it will stop studying danuglipron. This is a major setback for the company, but it raises a range of questions. How safe are these drugs, and how much do we know about them? According to top doctors, these drugs should only be used by people when prescribed to fight obesity or diabetes. But that's not really the case, is it? Weight loss drugs are seen as a quick fix to lose a few kilos. Experts say that people are misusing them, and it can come with a range of side effects like nausea, bloating, and vomiting. For many, the complications can be life-threatening, like inflammation in the organs and alterations in the sodium levels in blood. According to studies, people injecting these medicines can be at a higher risk of developing digestive problems such as stomach paralysis and bowel obstructions. Studies have also tied these drugs to suicidal thoughts. And that's not all. What makes all of this worse is the black market. Weight loss drugs can be expensive. If people stop taking them, they usually regain the weight. So it's a big investment, one that many people can't afford. So they are reaching for the black market of these drugs, where illegal injections can be purchased online or offline at less than half the cost. And they come with high risks, including death. Despite the concerns, tens of millions of people the world over are willing to pay the price for weight loss drugs. These drugs are a new phenomenon, and research is playing catch-up to explore their gains and damage. Researchers often call this the Great Ozempic Experiment, because despite their promise, it will be years before we fully learn about their consequences, and by then, it may be too late.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India, what we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
belong to Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.